Hi guys, welcome. Just waiting to see who's going to come on. Hi guys. Sharon, Crystal, Judy, Enchanted Pisces. Hi guys. So I'm waiting for a lot of people to come on. Hi guys, my rays of light, love y'all. For those of you that didn't watch my our Instagram live earlier today, it was with Kimberly Cooley. You need to check that out on my Instagram. So if you can go to my Instagram, it's at Psychic Medium Ray, you can check that out. And we talked about tarot cards, oracle cards, and her channel, and just so much great energy that we had. It was a great chemistry, and I'm so thankful for Kim. So she's amazing. Thank you. You like my necklace? It's always have. This is from Jamie Spinello in Austin, Texas, and it's a labradorite. It's a moth, and it's like a bronze. Can y'all see that? I always have eccentric pieces, but this is one of my favorites. Thank you. I know that I haven't done any like psychic readings on celebrities. I will be doing that starting next week. This week is so busy with so many things that I'm lining up to do. I have some new, I'm going to be on Sunday, so I'm excited for that. And then I also have one on Wednesday with Kat Silva. We're going to be talking about the healing progress. Thanks. Y'all like the yellow shirt? I love this yellow shirt. And so I have a lot of different things. Also, my oracle cards are coming. Be sure to go to my website and subscribe per person. And all you have to do to enter is to comment in this video, or comment here on this live. And of course, you have to follow me here on Instagram. I'm sorry, on YouTube, and also on Instagram. So I'm just so thankful and so grateful for all of you. I'm very excited. Oh, it's freezing. Maybe it's your connection, Sharon. I don't see any freezing. I hope that y'all are not seeing any kind of freezing here. But yes, the giveaway, I will be announcing the winners on Sunday. And so, yeah, it was the haul video. So you haven't checked that out, go and check out my haul video. I posted like 2 days ago. And I showed the candle earlier. So it was freezing. I apologize for that. It should be better now. There should be a connection here. So, yes, I'm going to be doing some live readings today here, and you'll be able to ask some questions, and we'll go from there. Is the background noise too loud? I have some Celtic music on. Thank you, Courtney, for your Michael Jackson comment about the video that I did. Absolutely right. All right. Can y'all... It's too loud? Okay, I'm going to cut it down. Okay, that should be better. Also, guys, if you want to donate, you can donate on the little $ on the bottom. But that is just to support my channel. That doesn't guarantee a reading. If you want a reading and I haven't read for you, you can just comment here that you want a reading, and I will be pulling some cards. I actually have 2 cards here, 2 new decks that I got. This is a deck by Stevie Wilson and Michelle Montezuma. I can't pronounce her last name. It's Motuzas. Matuzas. And it's a fairly cool, I'm going to show y'all here a demonstration. Look at the box. It has like little hinges. Can y'all see that? It's so neat. That's them there on the cover. And the cards, there are basically in this deck, how many cards? It's 56 cards, and it's an oracle card. It's for empaths specifically. So I really liked this deck, and I've just got it today, and I've been using it. And then I got another card, being that I am a white witch. I like this one, Witch's Wisdom. And it's really magical. I didn't know that they had this card. This is by Barbara Melky John Free and Flavia Kate Peters, illustrated by Richard Crooks. This one, they have so many great illustrations. This is what the cards look like on the back. It's the pentacle or pentagram, whatever people want to call it, with the coin, you know, like the circle. I guess a pentacle is what it would be called. And then here, the illustrations. So I'll be pulling some cards. Read me for filth. Y'all are something else. Also, all of my readings are on sale this week until Friday, but I may be extending that depending. They are on sale. So if you are wanting to book a reading, now would be the good time, because I probably won't have another reading until fall. So again, you will need to do that if you want to get a John Holland's Psychic Tarot cards. All right, so I'm going to read Courtney Milan, because she says, you never read for me. I want a reading, please. And that's for Courtney Milan. It's not that I'm like, I want to make it clear, you know, I'm not like targeting not to read you. That's not, you know, what's going on here. Basically, you know, I have to read people that I'm drawn to, and there's just so many of y'all, Rays of Light, that are here tuning in for the very first time, or that are joining the live. So it's not like I don't want to read for you. So don't take it personally if I don't. Yes. You asked if, what was her name? LAS asked, can you list the products you're showing so that way we can write them down? Absolutely. I'll be putting that in the link in the description box. Okay, so that was for, I believe, let me see, let me scroll up. Courtney Milan. I'm pulling some cards for you. Mental conflict. That's the first card that I got for you, Courtney, if you're tuning in still. This could be that you just don't feel very good about your life right now in all areas, or in a specific area, depending on how you would resonate with that. There's a lot of conflict. Typically, when I see this card, it reminds me of maybe, you know, a male energy, since it is a male depicted in your, you know, on the card. Someone in your life, possibly in your love life, or there was someone in your love life, you know, that is causing some kind of mental anguish that you can't stop thinking of this person, or there's still feelings. You know, that's how I interpret it with this card. But again, there could be other meanings to the card itself. It just depends on how you want to interpret it. And then you got material and spiritual prosperity. So, you know, you've probably been asking or worried about your finances in some kind of way. And Spirit is saying here that things are going to get better for you. Within the next 6 months, you should be seeing some improvement when it comes to your finances. So I want to thank you so much for asking. And again, keep in mind, guys, this is not a private, like my private readings. This is not an in-depth reading. This is more of a general reading using tarot cards. When I go in and do a private reading, I do look at your photograph and tune in psychically using my gifts. I don't use cards. I'm just using them here on lives. Because there's just so many energy, so many people in the room. This kind of helps to connect a lot better. And once my cards launch, I'll be using those as well. All right, so let me get to someone else. I'm scrolling all the way up. I hope y'all are doing well tonight, wherever you are. All right, guys, so I'm just going through the comments here. Big TT. Let's go ahead and pull some cards for you. Thank you for your donation as well. Thank you for those of you that are donating. This helps support my channel. You know, when I do these readings, I I buy cards, and not just that, but the content that I put on the hauls and the giveaways and just all of that, that helps a lot with this channel. So I can keep doing it because it is time and energy here. All right, so Big TT, I got here movement, choices, and decisions. That card. Typically when I see this card, it means that there's some big changes on the way for you. Either you're contemplating some kind of move, whether it's a location or you moving in your career to another level, or to a different job place. It could mean that. There are definitely some choices and decisions. When I tune into you, again, I feel like this is related to your family, your personal life as well, and some changes, also cutting out some toxic people, if that will make some sense to you. I won't go into depth, but that's what I get intuitively from that card. And the next one is that you are dealing with your shadow self. When we see this is the battle between good and, well, light and dark. We all have a shadow side, and that's how I interpreted this card. So there could be areas or aspects to your personality, to who you are, to what you like, what you kind of vibe with other people, or how you respond to situations that may not necessarily be, the best way to handle them. Maybe it's like, your personality or your attitude sometimes can be a little, misunderstood by certain people, or you take things, you're kind of are sensitive and you take things to heart so deeply, because empaths tend to do that. And I am picking up that you are an empath. And again, this is for Big TT. So keep that in mind. This card is saying basically that you're going through some changes. And when we work on our shadow side, it's not easy. You're going to have moments where you're going to cry. You're going to have moments you're going to be angry. You're going to have moments where you're just not feeling good energetically. And this is going to change with time as you work on clearing out those energy patterns that are no longer working or serving your greater good. So thank you so much for the question. And love. Okay, MKIS okay said, and you should also do predictions for 2019 with everything happening. We had a thunder and lightning yesterday. Thank you. I actually have predictions on my website, www.raymondguzman.net. If you go to the predictions tab on my website, you will see all of the predictions that I have made. And then if you go to my playlist for the spiritual developmental videos, I have 2019 world and celebrity predictions on there as well. And a lot of the things that I have predicted have come to pass. There are some things that still will probably need to see, with predictions. The thing is that free will can change outcomes, but I definitely recommend you to check that out. And guys, for those of you that were freezing, I hope it's better now. I apologize if it was lagging. And I really, really enjoy doing these lives and connecting with each and every one of you. Monica Wood, my birthday was yesterday. Happy birthday. Let me pull a card or two for Monica Wood. I hope you're still on, sweetie. So I can't see any comments from the bottom, or recent comments, but keep commenting. I am working on all the way up, kind of going down. And this is for Monica Wood. Monica, I got the truth here. So somebody in some kind of way, hold on to this if this doesn't make sense, but I feel like maybe you are living in your authenticity, but maybe someone else isn't. And you're on the verge of wanting to, or you're about to uncover the truth of a situation. Deeply, you are a psychic intuitive. You have psychic abilities, Monica. And I don't know what it is with the Scorpio. I keep hearing Scorpio and seeing the Scorpio sign. So you may have that in somewhere in your chart, in your birth chart, but there is some truth that is going to be revealed to you. Some revelations are coming up in the next 2 months for you. Maybe some clarity as well to things that are hidden, things that you couldn't see. Something's going on with you, Monica. I don't know. It shows you're suffering in silence. Typically when I see this card, this is someone who doesn't know how to emotionally, or doesn't want to emotionally be vulnerable to people. And sometimes we kind of clam up and become very reserved and take on that pain and feel like, if we're going to be judged if we talk about it or we try to work with people about it, and kind of get that out. So there's something that you're holding on to deep within your soul that is not necessarily bringing you happiness. And this is where you start feeling some stagnation in your life. So Spirit is saying that, you need to be a little bit more vocal, and also finding a way to release this energy that is no longer serving you, that's stagnant. A positive way, that can be like going out, working out, walking, holding your pet, if you have a pet, adult coloring book, you could do that. There's a lot of people do like those, what is it? Those, I'm trying to think of the name of it. Just different kind of coloring books for adults that you can do. They have like Navajo or, all kinds of different pictures and stuff. So to try to do that. Also, you could start working on getting some oracle cards or decks and pulling 2 or 3 cards. And that's what I tell people, that are on their spiritual path. It will help you open up and maybe get some of the answers that you don't want to ask someone. You don't have to necessarily go to a psychic or talk to your best friend about it if you can't, but I definitely recommend you to find a proper way to channel this. And that's for Monica Wood. So thank you for asking your question. I hope that helped. Okay, so I'm going through the comments. When I first started my YouTube channel yesterday, and I'm not bragging at all, but, I just like to share things with y'all. I saw a post on my Facebook, and this was it was yesterday, and I posted it yesterday a year ago around this time. I had 3,000 subscribers on my channel, and who knew in the matter of months that it would grow in a year to where we're at right now, my Rays of Light. And I'm just so thankful and so grateful to each and every one of you. This is just such a blessing. So I wanted to share that with y'all. Okay. Estrella Guzman, it's good to see you too. Thank you for being here. Kimberly Caruthers, you sent reading, please. So I'm going to pull one, and then I'm going to pull one for D. D with the apostrophe. Or not apostrophe, the D with an exclamation, what do you call it? An asterisk mark. So I'll be here for an hour. Like I said, I'm going to be doing more of these lives every week, because I really love the YouTube community. Okay, this is for Kimberly Caruthers. I got Love Begins. So there's something, doesn't necessarily have to be in your love life itself. Maybe something that you are beginning to embrace of yourself that you didn't love before. But there's definitely something new here. And it is a depiction of a bowl and pouring it. So there is some emotional fulfillment coming to you, Kimberly. So whatever you've been going through physically and maybe spiritually, it feels like you're being purified. Like things are going to just get better for you. Typically when I see water, it means purification. It means that things are going to start flowing for you. Whereas, it's not going to be necessarily perfect. Notice that the stream has like curves in it. So again, with your life, there is going to still be some, curves that you have to go through, or bumps, speed bumps, if you want to call it that. But there is a rainbow, which is the symbol of peace and harmony and love and acceptance. So wherever you are in your life right now, Kimberly, it seems like things are going to be changing for you and fairly rapidly. But there is loss here. There is the emotional withdrawal. This is the psychic tarot cards that I am using right now. So there is something about you, and this is for, where is she? Caruthers, Kimberly Caruthers. I hope I'm saying that right. Something emotionally that you maybe feel reserved or feel like you are kind of alone at times. Again, this could be around love. Typically when I see this card, it says love and then feeling alone. It could be indication that you are, going through some issues or questions in your love life. but there are positive changes. And I feel like because it has the number 8 here, within 8 months, you know, that's how I kind of interpret it. Within the next 8 months, there will be some positive changes for you. So this is not overnight, but wherever you're at right now, things are going to definitely resolve themselves. But again, you still have to kind of go through that period and know that it's okay to be feeling kind of withdrawn from people. It's temporary. Sometimes we need isolation to see things clearly and tune out the noise. So I hope that helps. Thank you so much. And then D with the asterisk symbol. I'm going to be pulling one for D. Okay, this is for D. Heartache and loss. So I don't know if you've gone through some kind of heartbreak, again, your love life, or just losing someone that you loved that has now passed on. But there is some heartache and loss. This card is typically symbolic of someone that has gone through some very strong emotions. This is for D. Feeling very depleted, very energetically just disconnected from people. A lot of gloom. And again, I got here emotional loss. So again, I feel like this is around your love life, personal life, family, etc. So what I'm hearing is like family, and asking yourself how you can connect better to your family and heal those family wounds. Something about some trauma or abuse within your family, maybe people not seeing eye to eye, people wanting things their way, you feeling kind of isolated or like you never fit in that family. In healing these past wounds, you are a wounded healer. This is for D. And since we are in that retrograde for Chiron, that deals with the wounded healer, I feel like you're feeling this more intensely in some area of your life when you think of the past or past events that have been very hard for you or harder lessons. You're probably asking yourself, like, what is the purpose? Like, where is your path going now? And that's what Spirit is talking about, that, you know, you're going through a darker period now, but there is light. Notice in this last card, there is light right here coming. So there is progression. There is hope, but your heart needs to heal. You know, working on these past wounds and healing is not easy. You would definitely, I would recommend for you to seek out a Reiki master, someone that specializes in Reiki. And I definitely feel like you should get some sessions with a Reiki master locally and go in. What they do is that they energetically attune you and kind of balance your chakras. You can also go on YouTube and look at self Reiki. I don't recommend it for you. I feel like you do need to see a Reiki master. So again, hold on to that, or any of this, that if it doesn't make sense now, that is for D with the asterisk mark. Thank you so much. Okay. Let me go down. Thank you for the donation. I'm just going down. Just going down and reading here the comments. Come on. Okay, let me see here. Bree, Adrian, thank you so much, sweetheart, for your donation. D, I see that D said, I've been looking. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to read for Ryan Thomas. I've seen him. I feel very connected to Ryan. Ryan says, hi, Raymond. Still working, but want to sign on and say hi. Hope you're having a good day. Hope all the messages resonate and heal everyone today. Signing off. We'll watch later. Okay, so I'm going to pull one or pull two for Ryan. So when he comes back on and sees this view, sees this broadcast, he'll be able to see his reading. I see him all the time commenting on my videos. So let's see what this is for Ryan Thomas. So Ryan, first card is about balance. I feel like you're very stressed. I know that you're working right now, but when you see this message, Spirit is saying that you are finding some balance, or there's a need to find some balance in your life. Perhaps you're being overstretched. I feel like there's a lot of stress in your work life. Perhaps you're undergoing some changes there, possibly or potentially even looking for maybe a new job, which I do feel like there is going to be an opportunity coming up before this year is over and also next year. So there's some changes in your career up ahead for you. And this is for Ryan Thomas. And then the other card here that I got is the base chakra, maybe needing to balance that, the base chakra completely. So look into that. And those are just some quick messages for Ryan here. And there's no way of me confirming because he is not here now. Mercedes Rodriguez, you said, read me. So I'm going to read you. That's for Mercedes Rodriguez. If she is still on. How has y'all been liking the heat? Has it been pretty hot out wherever y'all are at? It's been really hot here in South Texas. But today we had some strange weather. It was like almost really cool. Almost like if it was fall. It felt very weird to have that, you know. And tonight it's supposed to be like 65 degrees. So it's fairly odd weather for South Texas, especially in summer. Okay, this is from Mercedes Rodriguez. Rest and rejuvenate. Feel like you're tired. This is what Spirit is saying. You are tired. Maybe you have a lot of thoughts. I feel like your mind goes at 100 miles per hour. A lot of thoughts, a lot of stress, a lot of worries about your love life, about family, about your children. I don't know if you have children, but I keep picking up children. This could be children of a cousin, someone, you know, somewhere there. Hold on to that. But I see that you're needing to rest, maybe kind of learn some positive ways. Maybe like turning off your phone at a certain hour, not keeping it in the bedroom, you know, keeping it away, maybe inside of a drawer. So that way you're not kind of, or put your phone on do not disturb when you're asleep at night. That will kind of help you. And this also is could also indicate that you are in need of some kind of vacation. So just pay attention to that. And then I got here movement, choices, and decisions. And the 4 seasons here. These arches are the different seasons or the different, you know, different elements. It's kind of like what I see here. So you're going to be having some choices to make. Again, I feel like this may be your where your finances are concerned. Also, where you are at with family. There are some choices here and decisions that you're needing to make. This is from Mercedes Rodriguez. There is something of like a push and pull. So Spirit keeps telling me there's a push and a pull between you and someone energetically speaking. I feel like things are not very good, but I won't go into further details. But that is what I'm getting. So again, a needing to heal and release. So that was from Mercedes Rodriguez. Kenya McDuffie. Yeah. I'm going to pull some for Kenya McDuffie. Oops. Kenya McDuffie. Pulling 2. Destiny, Kenya. Destiny is a powerful card. It's a cycle that you're going through. Notice the girl, the lady here, and she's holding her heart. There's a cycle. So whatever you're going through, it's like a new rebirth. It's a lot of light, a lot of angelic protection. You're highly protected, my dear, by your guardian angels, your archangel, Archangel Raphael. This also with the color green. I feel like this is talking about health. I don't know if you've gone through some health issues or there's an elderly woman in your life that is going through some health issues now. But I do get that there is a female that is older that could possibly be going through some health issues right now. That if this is not pertaining to you and your health. So hold on to that message. And when we look at the purple, this means that your spiritual abilities are there. This is for Kenya McDuffie. So Spirit is saying that you're very intuitive. The color purple is a spiritual color. It deals with the third eye. Your third eye is very open, Kenya, and you will be channeling messages and getting clarity on what you're seeking. There's questions about your love life. I'm super positive that you have questions about your love life. And I got the next card, the crown chakra, which I didn't know I pulled that for you. That, again, is the higher self, dealing with the higher self. Like, here's the third eye. This is the crown chakra. And then it's like connecting to the higher power. So again, I feel like your abilities are so overwhelmed right now that you are kind of connecting. There's a card that fell, so just bear with me. Okay, and this card is the throat chakra. How you communicate is going to be very important. I know that you put the Gemini symbol, so I don't know if you're a Gemini, but this is for Kenya McDuffie. Right now, it's not a good for us Geminis. I'm a Gemini myself with communication because we're in the Mercury retrograde. And not just the Mercury retrograde, but the energies lately in the world for a lot of the signs. Communications right now are kind of misconstrued. Things are taken maybe out of context, or the way that we say things may be from a very emotional standpoint. And sometimes when we're hurt, we can lash out and be very verbal about it. And our words can cut very deeply. So this is kind of like saying, kind of watch what you're putting out, the energy that you're putting out, what is being said and communicated. Again, that's for Kenya McDuffie. So thank you so much. I hope that helps. Okay, let me see here. Elise Thompson. I don't know if Miss Elise is on here, but I'm going to pull a different deck here. I'm going to pull from the Witch's Wisdom. I can see these cards are very pretty. This is for Elise Thompson. Okay, the cards that I got for you, Elise, is the Yule, Rebirth, and it's around winter. You're going through some positive changes in your life soon. So wherever you're feeling stuck right now, there is some changes here by winter. I feel like this is icicles. This is around December, January. There's a new cycle for you, celebrations, family, it's a get together. You know, there's just some positive tidings coming to you. This is for Elise Thompson. And then you got the staff, stability. You're seeking stability in your life, whether this is financial stability, which is typically what we all want, right? We all want financial stability in life. We all want some kind of security in our life. Some of us may look for a partner or love and finding security in having that and not being alone. So this is for Elise Thompson. Spirit is saying that there are some changes, positivity for you. It's a very beautiful card. This path, it's a journey for you. So you can see that there's a path here, and he's holding the staff here. And it's a journey. So if you have been asking if you're making the right decisions, the answer is yes. And that's for Elise Thompson. Thank you so much. Okay, I'm going to read for Bree, Adrian. Thank you, Bree. You're so sweet. She says your gift is so, so special. Okay, let me go here. Okay, Bree, I'm pulling some cards. Okay, the first card I got for you is Spirit, Initiation. You are in your spiritual path, my dear. You're very intuitive. I feel like you could also be possibly a witch yourself. This is not necessarily in the bad connotation. I don't mean that in the bad way. When people hear, you know, that you're a witch, it just means that you're a spiritual practitioner, or you have spiritual abilities where you could become more aligned with your path or your true calling with spirit. A lot of people freak out when I say that they're a witch. I don't mean that in a negative, because there's good witches, there's good witches, and then there's witches that use their magic for, you know, darker purposes. Hi, Mr. Shoddy Red. And so again, I feel like this is saying that you are embracing or needing to embrace your path, whether it's working with any kind of form of divination, with pendulum, with tarot cards, with oracle cards, with runes, bones. Some people work with bones. I know that's in some cultures, you know, they work with bones and read bones, or whether it's reading tea leaves. But you need to kind of focus more on that, because for me, when I see this, I find that it's going to be some kind of healing that is coming for you. Definitely some kind of healing. And I believe that is a bone that is wrapped here as well on there, that little piece right here. Okay, the next card that I got for you, Bree, is Embolic, an awakening. You're going through a spiritual awakening, my dear. You're going through a new cycle. Things feel very chaotic right now in your life. You may be feeling very frustrated with someone. I feel like there's a male coming through with spirit saying, he's not on the spirit side, but I get a male either around you or connected to you, and some questions about this person. And again, I got hit right here in my throat, the throat chakra. This person is not able to communicate with you. Is not able to open up. They're not able to say the things that need to be said. And so you have questions about that as well. I feel like this person could be potentially good for you. I don't feel like there's a lot of negativity. But again, I feel like this person is not reciprocating necessarily the attention or time that you're needing. Again, this is like more around love life related. That's what I'm kind of getting here. But around the springtime, this is a card that shows the embolic season. Around springtime, you're going to see some positive changes. You're going to get more validation. So the things that are happening right now in your love life, you just need to be patient. There is some positive changes coming, but not until the springtime. All right, so that was from Bree. And thank you so much, Bree, for your question. Shaquille B. I'm going to pull a card for Shaquille B. This is for Shaquille B. Ooh, these comments keep going. This is for Shaquille B. All right, Shaquille, if you're on, and I hope I said your name right. Guys, please forgive me, and gals, if I said your name wrong or I butchered it. I don't mean to. I have a bad way of pronouncing names. Water, cleansing. There's something in your life that you're needing to purify or change. Maybe there's some form of things that you're welcome, Shaquille, that you are going through right now that you may not feel very comfortable, or you ask yourself, why is this cycle repeating itself over and over and over? And why things are not progressing in a certain way that you're wanting. This is maybe getting more in tune with your feminine side. We all have a masculine and feminine side, whether we're female or male. And being that this has two females here, I kind of feel like this is maybe like there's an older female here. I don't know if this is your a mother figure for you, Shaquille, but there are some, I don't know, if like kind of like family morals or social conditioning that may have affected you on how you see or perceive things. And I feel like you're breaking past that and changing. There's like a chop and change for you right now going through. The next thing is that you are going to be receiving fulfillment. This is the Chalice card. Typically, this is dealing with emotions. So where you're not feeling emotionally fulfilled, you are going to experience this, Shaquille, in the next couple of months. And I feel like when we see the cups deals with love life, where we have like a lot of emotional fulfillment or sexual communication going back and forth. Again, I don't want to get too deep in it, but that is what I'm getting from Spirit for you. The Chalice is going to be full. So you are going to experience some emotional fulfillment. I hope that does resonate for you. If not, hold on to it, because a lot of times when I do these readings, being that this is kind of like more of a general reading, some things may not make sense. There's a lot of people commenting here. Oh my God. So let's see here. Let me close some of these people that are commenting here. Okay. Irie 5 Scott, please read me. This is for Audrey Scott. Okay, Audrey, I'm going to pull some messages here. Hi, Norma Star. Okay, this is for Audrey Scott. I'm pulling 2 cards. Okay, Audrey, I got spell manifestation. You're manifesting what is needed right now in your life. But this could also be saying that you need to work on your manifestation. I feel like a part of you is doubtful in life or with the universe. You feel kind of out of alignment. You feel like maybe that the universe is not bringing the things to fruition that you have asked for in some kind of way. And this is for Audrey Scott. But you need to write down your goals, work with a red candle. You need to do some candle magic with a red candle for love and a green candle for money. Excuse me. And you need to kind of like you see here, make a list of the things, be very specific what you want spirit to help you with, what you want the divine to help you with. And that's going to kind of help you accelerate the things that are kind of blocking you. There is some loss here. I do feel like there is a male on the other side that maybe like a father or grandfather energy that is coming through. Notice that you see a male skeleton here. But people are asking, how do you know it's a male? I just know. Not necessarily here in the picture, but when I'm communicating with and channeling for you, Audrey. So there is definitely a grandfather or a male father figure on the other side. And this person was a fighter. So there's actually, I feel like there was some kind of conflict that this person had before they passed. Maybe they couldn't express the emotions, or life was a constant battle for them. And so this is for you, Audrey. That person is well in spirit. And it's talking about, the card says remembrance. So maybe you remember this person, or you may feel this person that has crossed over around you. But this is a male on the other side that is popping up for you, okay? I don't know what the name Robert has, or if there's any kind of connection to the name Robert, but I keep hearing Robert. So hold on to that. There's a letter R that's coming up. This could be a person that person that is crossed over knew. So hold on to that, okay? Thank you so much, and let's get on. Trying to go up and see here. Okay, there is a Pat Reyes. Let me see here. Pat Reyes, you have any messages for me? I'm going to be pulling 2 cards for you. And guys, if you want to donate, for those of you that are tuning in now, you can donate. On the very bottom of this chat box, you'll see like a $sign that goes towards my channel and helps. That doesn't guarantee a reading, but it does support the channel. If you want to donate, anything is really appreciated. And I am so grateful to y'all. This next card, this is for Pat Reyes. Again, awakening. Around springtime, you're going to see some changes. For you, though, the meaning is different, Pat. I feel like you are definitely, I feel like there's a lot of, how should I say this? Dysfunction in the family, okay? With key people in the family. Necessarily that you maybe didn't feel like you were treated right, or you weren't treated the same as other people, siblings in your family. I am also getting with children. I don't know if you have children right now that are grown or that are like grandchildren, but I am getting something about children here and feeling like some disconnection as well. Or maybe things are not, they're always coming to you as the matriarch or the person in the family, maybe to get some kind of help, or they just come. Basically what this is boiling down to, what Spirit is saying, is users. There are some users in the family. And I hate to say it like that, but there's no other way of saying it. People that are users that only come around when they need something from you, and you needing to put some boundaries, some healthy boundaries. And I know that this card says awakening, and I feel like this is what Spirit is trying to get to you to see, you know, that pattern of being used in some kind of way. This doesn't necessarily have to be family. It could be someone else, like friends, friendships that are like soul family connections. But there needs to be some healthy boundaries put up, and that's for Pat Reyes. And then the other card I got here, wow, banishment. And see, I didn't even know I pulled banishment. When we see banishment, that it says hex and banishment. This doesn't mean you have a hex, Pat, because I looked at the meaning in the book for this card. What it means is that there is some boundaries that you need to put up, and you do need to banish some people, basically cut some people out of your life that are toxic. And I think this is something that you may have known for quite some time, but you still are debating back and forth, you know, what can you do, or you feel guilty, you know, on pushing people away. But there are some changes here, and I feel like there is a toxic male. I don't know why, but this hand is a male hand. And again, I feel male energy all around this path. So I hope that makes some sense. Please hold on to it. Guys, those of you that I'm reading today, if you want an in-depth reading after this, you can always purchase my readings. They are on sale until the 26th, which is Friday. And basically the turnaround time is 7 to 21 business days. Unless you want to get an emergency reading, the turnaround is 24 to 72 hours on those. So you can go to my website at www.raymondguzman.net/shop. So I still have about 12 minutes here. I'm going to be pulling some more here. Peaceful Life asks, why do you have a feminine voice if you're a man? Really? Bye. I can't help who I am and how I was created. So if you don't like it, bye. I'm not going to change for anyone or try to talk in a certain way if I can't, you know? That's what I'm talking about, negative energy here. And a lot of these comments I'm not catching because I'm not here looking at all the comments, but there's always some trolls here. And by the way, for those of you that, you know, I'm not insulted by that at all. When I used to work in a call center, everyone thought that I was a female on the phone. All of my clients, I would have to tell them over and over that I was not a female. So that I had a joke about, you know, people that have like identity theft and etc. This is not funny by any means, of course, identity theft. But, you know, those commercials where you had like a man with a female talking, that is kind of like what I would make jokes about because of my voice. People would think that they were talking. They were at the end, they were like, can I speak to your supervisor to give commendations? And then they would give a commendation. They said, yeah, I used to work, I was talking to her and she was just so amazing. And I'm like, it was a man. You're talking to a man. Or I would tell people my name is Raymond, and they would be on the other side of the phone like, now how do you spell that? Rayman. They were like, that's a strange name for a woman. And I was like, no, that's me. I'm a man, but my voice is lighter than most, or it's higher than most. I can't change it. I mean, I could if I wanted to. I could, hi, this is Raymond, you know, but that's not my voice, and it would do some major damage to my vocal cords. Anyways, I just wanted to share that funny story. Gotta find the humor in all of it. Okay, Tara B. Tara B. I got here Guardian. This is a little kitty. You see that cute little kitty? Familiar. Guardian. So you are protected. I don't know what's going on in your life, Tara, that you may feel like alone or feel like that spirit is not around you or angels, but you are protected. And if you don't have a cat, you really should get one. I feel like when it talks about familiar, this is someone who has witch abilities or has spiritual abilities. And typically cats will be very healing. I feel like that may be your spirit animal. as well. And typically with black, it's a very powerful color standing. So I don't know if you like black clothes a lot, or you find an affinity or an attraction to wearing black sometimes. It is powerful. It is to help. It helps to prevent psychic attacks, to deflect, to banish negativity. So there's something special about you, Tara B. And the next card I got for you is incubation. And this is the person inside of an egg. It's almost like symbolic of being hatched. So there's some plans that you're working on right now, things that haven't manifested that are definitely going to be manifesting. And you're working hard towards it. You're working hard on it being birthed. Basically, your plans are coming to fruition soon. But again, you are in the stages of infancy, whatever you're wanting to do career-wise. I don't know. I keep getting for you, Tara, like there may be some studying, not necessarily going to college, but studying something, some training. There's something that you are going through that is maybe has you doubting your path, your life path. But Spirit is saying that there is a lot